Silver and platinum are pounding higher. Is Bitcoin back? It might be. We'll take a look at those charts. We'll take a look at gold. We'll do some altcoins as well. Minings. We'll just take a look at pretty much everything. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But man, if you're watching live, yeah, you really get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers. That really was higher. With me, Joe Main, coming to you live on X and on YouTube right now. It is Tuesday, the 9th of June 2025 here in Melbourne, Australia. Yes, we are in the future for most other places in the world, but in the first couple of minutes of the show, what we do is the synchronized slurp. You miss it when we don't go live, don't you? I know you do. It's the favorite part of your day. It is the slurp heard around the world. You slurp your tasty beverage, whatever you're drinking. I drink mine. We do it together. Ready? Do it audibly. That is the rule. Do it for the team. Ready? 3, 2, 1, slurp. Go. Oh my goodness, good to see you. Oh, what a weekend I had. Wow, that was interesting. And what a weekend for just everything. Let's get straight into it. We'll get on to, and please do me a favor. I'm going to just share the screen right now. You do me a favor and head over to a couple of places. Head over to x.com/it's Joe Main. Why? I have like 3,600 and something followers over there. Really important that you do that. Plus, I have to do this little thing that gets me trending a little bit on there too. So please and thank you. Can you also head over to facebook.com/the Joe Main. Get me to over 100 followers on Facebook, and then I can go live from there too. Let's quickly go back to good old this. Do you like I love this new setup. It's actually tracking really well. Apparently I'm getting some extra views because of like the thumbnails and stuff. I like this. It's like a TV thing. I think it's a very psychological thing. You're really used to watching people on the TV, and this has kind of got like a TV setup. Anyway, yeah, I digress. Let's do some shout-outs, then we'll get into the stuff of the day. Pete Repeat, GMS Champions. Good to see you, my friend. Jason Rosana, great morning, everyone. Rocket. See, sometimes I can't see the emoticons. I don't know why. Some come through and some don't. No idea why. Mark, Florida. It's Florida, man. Good to see you, dude. Metamint is here. GMS, Jason Ashworth. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. Morning, Stackers. Cookie. Okay, yes. You guys mentioned Cookie last time. I will have to take a quick look at that. I guess GMS says David G. It's so great to see so many people in here. Of course, did you know, and I think you do by now, that the show is brought to you by, and I have to do this kind of weird thing now, Perth Bullion Exchange. Look over here. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com, Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full-service cryptocurrency brokerage. Oh my goodness, the setup does look good. I absolutely agree. I think I've dialed it in right now. I won't wait for any more people. Yes, I'll wait for a couple more people to come in. You're like, who's this random guy on the internet on YouTube and X right now? YouTube, 1,710 subscribers. You have joined, or you've recently joined, or you've been joined for like over a year now, the winning team. I absolutely agree with that. We are just rocketing up. We're doing very well, this community. So if you want to be part of the family, hit the big red subscribe button on YouTube and follow me on X as well. 3,600 something followers over there. It pays to do both. The reason why is you kind of get different things, okay? You get a lot more immediate kind of stuff on X rather than just some standalone videos and a couple of lives every week. So being over on X is really helpful too. And yeah, I think I've padded long enough. I'm Joe Main. I'm a random Aussie guy. I've stacked precious metals since 2010. I've stacked crypto since 2013. I've worked for three of the big boy gold and silver bullion dealers here in Australia. You know my face, you know my voice. I've served many of you over the counter. I've emailed you, you've spoken on the phone. I probably shipped and packed a lot of your orders as well. And then I did all the social media for Bullion Now. I did all the social media for Ainslie, Yeah. GMS, Chris King, good to see you, man, from the UK. Bed soon. All right, well, I won't keep you too long, man. I won't keep you too long. Let's get into it. Platinum and silver soaring. Precious metals doing well. Gold just kind of lagging a little bit, but platinum and silver really doing well, pounding higher. I try to get those alliterations, the platinum pounding, silver platinum pounding. Let's share the screen, shall we? Once again, please, I'm live on X right now. Head over there, x.com/thejoemain to help me out. Subscriber-wise and follower-wise. Here is, nope, that's not the one. You see, I'm still getting used to this. I don't want the screen with Joe. I want the gold panel. That's the one I want. All right, shall we? Good. Excuse me, still getting over the sickness, by the way. Here is platinum on the weekly time frame priced in USD, 1,217 US dollars per platinum troy ounce. Holy moly, we have broken out. We're out of the accumulation range. We're out of the downtrend. Okay, this is looking amazing. Nothing is telling me we are in any kind of bad bear market, obviously, because the price is going higher. But we're over major levels here. We're over this downtrend line, the one that goes all the way back to 2008. You break through that downtrend line, we finally did it. Do you remember we've been talking about this for the last year? Platinum, Lucy in the football. She always sets me up and then knocks me over, all right? She goes, this time, Charlie Brown, I promise you, I won't kick the ball, I won't pull the ball from under you. And then she does. Finally, she's gone, maybe Snoopy did something and just like punched her out of the way, but Lucy's treating me well, which is very unusual for Charlie Brown. So I'm still like, I've got like PTSD. Platinum, I've got STD. What's it? PPTSD. Platinum post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, that was longer than it needed to be. But still, look, it's great to see it above this downtrend line. I am expecting, and I did post this on one of the Facebook forums this morning, we're now getting into, and look, it's a wide range, okay, but you're now just coming into the zag zone. Some people call it the golden pockets. Depends. It's the expected resistance range that you will find some resistance here. That doesn't mean it's over for platinum. Not at all. It's just on the longer term time frames, you're just going to find some resistance, okay? And we're butting up against it right here. So if you take from this high and this low, so the previous high, 2,300 US dollars, the previous low during March of 2020, which we know what was happening there, 560 US dollars. You've got these Fibonacci lines, and the zag zone, the golden pocket, is always between the 0.382 and the 0.618. So you pop in this little thing, and that's where we're going to find some expected resistance. It's pretty obvious, okay? If we do it here, don't stress, because we're up to the top end, the bottom end, I should say, of the zag zone. No problem, okay? And we've broken out of a decline, okay? So you have a breakout. If we turn, and I'm not saying we turn over here at all, but if we did, and we find a little bit of exhaustion, and this is on the weekly time frame, if you find a little bit of exhaustion for a couple of weeks, don't stress, no problem. You're just coming back to retest the downtrend line and breaking out of previous resistance, no problem. So that's all good, right? Do that. That is so normal to happen. Breakout, retest, easy, okay? So nothing to be alarmed about unless we start breaking back down through here, anywhere down through there, and I'll go, why is that? Okay, traditionally you should be bouncing off this downtrend line. Many traders would be buying there or looking to buy there, okay? You'd at least be wanting to bounce off previous resistance, okay? So it's like, why aren't they buying there, okay? I'm not saying, again, this is going to happen, but just watch out for that. It may take a little bit longer, but if it doesn't, no problem, perfect. But anywhere down to that 1100, fine. It's really game on for platinum, okay? We'll take a look at silver and gold in just a second. You have previous resistance here at 1330. I talked about it previously, and watch out specifically here. It's actually anywhere between 1330 and 1430. Why? Because that's previous resistance. And by the way, does any of this matter anyway when you're dollar cost averaging it and you're in it for the long term? No, but this is the, it's the weather report. It's good to keep an eye on this stuff because this can inform you on shorter term timeframes. You're kind of learning technical analysis stuff, and it might inform you in other ways. And it's just the weather report. Everyone watches the weather report. So between here and here, so 1330 to 1430. Why is that? Well, it's this previous resistance right here. It's about 1,330 US dollars, and this level here, 1430, is the 0.5. Okay, it also happens to be this area right here. If you have a look, what do you notice within here? Take a look at this. This is very interesting. buyers, 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 buyers. So you've got this big zone here of buying. Okay, that's why the top end, that's what the bottom end, I should say, became resistance last time. So you've got what is called trapped money. You have all these people back here, back in. Now, a lot of them will have been shaken out. So, but it's still an area of resistance. So you've got trapped money here. They bought here. They went, oh, we're onwards and upwards. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'll just hold it. It's probably not that. Oh, okay. Oh no, go. I'll go COVID. Oh, my final chance, my first chance to get out. They took some big profits there, or not profits. They just broke even there. Okay, that formed that downtrend line, and then there'll be some stragglers who still are probably holding back here, or maybe they have. Maybe there was some generational wealth, something like that. Well, actually, if there was generational wealth, then they wouldn't really care what the price was because they got it for free. But anyway, expect there. So there's some trapped money there and some trapped money all the way up till that 0.5 level. So I'm expecting resistance there, something like that. Okay, very obvious and expected, and yeah, wouldn't stress if you see some resistance there. It's really positive actually to see, because what goes up must come down. The final zone which you want to get out of and push out of is the top end here, and we're talking down the track, okay, a little bit down the track, but that's at 1,630. So we've got 1330, 1430 and 1630. Now once you're out of this zag zone here, now the question is, well, where are all the buyers? Okay, so we're at the top end here, 1,630. You can see over here, there's a few stragglers here, a few buyers back here. They have, now, do expect some resistance here at 1630, because these guys here, all the way back to, again, 14 years ago, they haven't had basically, they had a couple of little chances here, but I don't think this was long enough. They haven't had really a huge chance to get out. So that's why this is the golden pockets, the zag zone. You find resistance somewhere in this kind of area. You break out of here. Where's the trapped money? There's none. Okay, that's just, you break out of here, we're sailing to new all-time highs in platinum. I will give you a 99.99% guarantee on that. Okay, because it's basically, it's not price discovery, but there's no trapped money around that area. It's just all sellers. Oh, a little bit of buying here, I guess, but you know, I don't think that's a big area to worry about. Anyway, looking fantastic for platinum, and watch out for that main area of 1330 to 1430. Again, if you're dollar cost averaging, it doesn't matter. If you bought down here, it doesn't matter. Would I be looking to take some trades? If you bought down at 900 and something, are you going to be waiting? And are you going to be selling here? No, you're in it for the longer term anyway. Anyway, that's the short-term weather report for platinum. It is pounding higher and it looks great. Actually, on platinum, no, I will go back. On platinum, excuse me, you have platinum mining stocks as well. So are there points where being in platinum mining stocks might be not a bad idea? Because if platinum is having a good rise, the mining stocks tend to do well as well. And they tend to outperform. Yes, so a couple of the big ones. A couple of the big ones that I'm actually in at the moment. This is SBSW, Sibanye Stillwater. We are at $6.85 US. It trades on the New York Stock Exchange. We did break out of that level there at that 545. Broke out of that level there, which is fantastic, that $5.90, looking great. We're finding resistance. Gee, what do you know? At around about that 0.236. Isn't that interesting how Fibonacci works? But we are moving up to bare minimum, in my humble opinion, bare minimum into this zone here. And I do think we head up to the trapped money. You've got trapped money here. You do have trapped money here. Watch out for that at around about $8. Sure, but I think we get up into this zone, okay? And from where I bought in, I think that's about an 80% move. Did I buy in there? No, I bought lower than that. I don't know why. Oh, it's because we were talking about it last time there. If you bought in here, when we talked about it last time, about $6.50, that's an 80% move to this trapped money, which is the 0.5 Fibonacci from this high and this low. Cool. Not bad over a shortish period of time. I mean, again, you can be talking a year or so, but 80%, not bad, guys, not bad. And so if I think platinum is going to go through new all-time highs, which I think it will, it's got to get through its zones, of course, then just, I think this gets taken out eventually. So Sibanye Stillwater, not a bad one. You've got, in Australia, you've got Chalice Mining, which is also lower than where I got in, actually. It's lower than where I got in, but out of all of them, I'd actually say this is probably the most undervalued at the moment of platinum mining stocks, at least in Australia. It seems to be. Okay, we haven't even broken out of that $1.60 area. Once you do that, it's looking pretty darn good. Yeah, you got a little bit of resistance here, but probably, yeah, I can see the $2. Okay, you could say that. $1.60, $2, you break out of that. Oh man, it's onwards and upwards we go. That has not had its full-on breakout yet. Okay, on its macro timescale. So that one might be really one to watch out for if you're into that. Chalice Mining, CHN. Let me know if you're in. And of course, there's Zim, which is Zimplats. That has had a bit of a breakout. Okay, it's also probably going to open higher today, I'd imagine, because don't forget, the Australian Stock Exchange closed on Friday last week. And then it was not open yesterday because of the public holiday. I think didn't trade yesterday because of the public holiday, I believe. And platinum's just gone shoof, like that up to that past that 1200 mark. So this will probably open a little bit higher. Okay, but Zimplats is another one to look at. Cool, that is all that. Let's take a look at silver. Here is silver on the weekly time frame, price in USD, $36.80. Chef's kiss. Is that all I have to say? That's all I have to say about that. It's looking great. Short answer. Looking good. Can we have a retest of $35? Yeah, sure. I mean, you break out, have a retest, no problem. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure. Okay. Break out to a certain point, have a retest, no problem. Break below 35, then we'll go, yeah, that's not good. Why is it getting back into here? That's kind of bad news. You don't want to see that, okay? But bounce off 35, no problem. Am I saying we're going to go back to 35? No. But I'm saying a bounce, it would not be surprising. Okay, we're in extremely overvalued on the daily time frame for silver at the moment. We don't spend forever there. On the weekly, though, you've got room to move. On the monthly, you got a lot of room to move. So, look, the short answer is we know it's going to be snaking its way up to $50 once it gets to 50. As I said, it's going to be doing something like this. Is that all my brush tools? Brush, 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 brush. Go away. There it is. No, it's all just gone. Don't worry about it. We're heading on up to 50. 50 might see a little bit of resistance, and then we'll be in price discovery. And those three random horizontal lines that I drew in last week: $75 US, $120 US, $200 US. They're key Fibonacci levels from this high and this low. That's where we are going. Again, 99.99% guarantee on that for silver. Just got to clear that 50, but because we're over 35, it's just looking very nice. Cup and handle, you know what happens from there, but watch out for those levels. Anyway, silver's looking great. It's pounding higher. If you're dollar cost averaging, best way to do it. But yeah, again, don't panic if we head back to 35. We just need to bounce off there. Silver stocks, silver mining stocks, again, if you're into that, let's take a quick look at some of those. Some of those would be AG. This is First Majestic Silver Corp, listed on the New York Stock Exchange, $8.34 at the moment. So yeah, broken through resistance, and then we might just need to come back and test it. Okay, so preferably don't break below $8 is preferable. Why are buyers not stepping in at the $8 mark when it's resistance, 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 broken through? They should be starting to buy around about there. I'll give it anywhere down to about $7.50. But if they're not buying at $7.50, it's like, well, hang on, why are we going back into this zone here? Okay, now I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more bullish on it, but you just have to ask that question. Why would they not be buying back here? So I'd be a little bit cautious there. Bounce off about $8, no problem. We have ARD. This is on the Australian Stock Exchange. ARD, Argent Minerals. It closed last week at 2.6 cents. Again, I think it's going to open higher I think it's going to gap up. I don't know where it will gap up to. Could even gap up above 33 cents right there. Again, because silver's had a bit of a rise and the markets have been closed overnight last few days for the Australian Stock Exchange. So I'm looking that's probably going to gap up. Where to? I don't know. Look at that. We have USL, of course, at 29 US cents. That's going to probably gap up. Give me 1 second. Do I have any? I'm going to check my Argent Minerals. Yeah, I don't have any data on that yet. No, don't have any data. Nope. No, I'm just looking at my Moomoo account. My Moomoo account, which you can't see. And so that's looking all right. Back onto the American Stock Exchange, you've got SILJ, which is the Silver Junior Miners. That is at $15.17. Broken through an area. Looking good. Nothing telling me we're going to head down from here. You're probably going to find some resistance here at around about $17-ish US. Once you break through there, I've already got that previously drawn in. You might find some resistance around here. But if you do something like that, ignore the time frame. You do that, okay? Oh, that is just golden for being in the Silver Junior Miners Index Fund. Okay, so it's just a conglomeration, a group of silver junior miners, which will very likely outperform silver spot at some time. Again, just stack physical. That's what I've been doing since 2010. Okay, recently though, I have been dipping my toes into the mining stuff because I want to even be in the thing that's outperforming one of my favorite things, which is physical silver. If I show you here the ratio of silver junior miners to silver. Okay, so silver junior miners to being in spot silver, to stacking the physical. Okay, we're not out of the woods just yet. It needs to cross over this level right here of it's a ratio number. Okay, so it's 0.445, just like I drew in previously. If you do that, game on. Okay, then my plan is to swap those silver junior miner index fund shares for more physical silver, because I'm all about stacking the physical. Okay, and if you were to go, okay, well, should I consider being in the silver junior miners index or the silver miners index? Okay, so this is it's basically, this is ratio here is the small caps versus the large caps. Cool. You can see here, looks like we may have been in a bottoming area right here. Probably not 100% confirmed, but you've got bullish divergence there and crack above that 0.31, 0.32 ratio number. And then, yeah, better to be in the silver junior miners versus the silver, the large cap silver miners. And this is I'll show you again, this is the large cap silver miners versus being in silver. We have already had a bullish change of market structure here, and I think we're heading up a little bit further. So once again, stack silver. Just do that. Best way to do it, no problem. If you want to potentially increase your stack, look at the silver miners as well. And if you don't want to pick individual silver miners, just buy something like the SIL, just buy something like the SILJ, and you're looking really good. Cool. That's silver. We'll get to all your comments. We'll be doing Bitcoin and crypto and all those cryptos that I mentioned. And someone wants me to take a look at Cookie as well, apparently. This show's going to go for longer than I thought, but it is what it is. Let me see. You can't see what I'm looking at here. I need to talk about gold because that's what we do. Let's see. Here is, cool, let's take a look. Here is gold. Here's gold on the daily time frame, USD 3327, 3330. Okay. Currently, we had a second test. All right, so we had one test of that downtrend line on the daily. We had a second test. Gee, what do you know? We had a spike below, but what do we say here at Good Morning Stackers? Spikes mean SHIT. I could use the real word, but couldn't be bothered. We spiked below, but we closed at that downtrend line. So that's good to see. Show you on the 4 hour. Yeah, on the 4 hour, we had a close, but we closed the day above it, which is good. I really do need to see it. And this is why when I show you the gold to silver ratio, for example, you'll see that silver has been outperforming gold just recently very well. And that's because we broke back down below 3,360 here on the gold price. I need that to break back above and hold. Must break and hold there. do that, okay, and then we'll talk about all-time high, new all-time highs for gold. I have been saying while we are above this downtrend line here, I will say a new all-time high for gold is coming, but if you start breaking back down below here, the question then becomes why? Why are they now not buying here, off here? They did it here. They did it here. If they don't do it anywhere down here and we start going down to like here, you go like, yeah, no, what's the reason why? The reason why would be because the big boys are rotating out of gold and they're getting into the other precious metals. Gee, what have we seen? We've seen silver spike. We've seen platinum spike. So that would confirm the theory that people who love precious metals, okay, are just getting into the more underperforming one currently. Okay, so you just got to watch there. Okay, if you're a total gold bug, that's fine. Over the longer term, you'll be fine. Don't stress. But if you're like, I want to kind of maximize my wealth, okay, you may, if it breaks back down below here and you don't see support here, okay, and it breaks back up, you're going to be like, why is that happening? It's because of the rotation into the other precious metals. Cool, cool. But look, stack gold. Just do that. You're fine. Over the longer term. That is gold. Any gold stuff I want to talk about? Gold things. GDX. This would be the gold junior miners. Might be having a little bit of a retrace at the moment, so watch out for that. If you break that back below 67.30, then you'd probably be seeing lower prices on the gold junior miners index, just like I showed you the silver version. Okay, yeah, nothing else to show you on that side of things. Quickly, out of interest, what else is doing well? We'll get to crypto, etc. But let's quickly take a look at, this is uranium, okay? Uranium miners. It's getting a little overextended. This is URA, so it's the Uranium Mining Index Fund, okay? So it's a group of all of them. We are at all-time highs, are we? Yeah, no, it's not all-time highs. Recent new highs, I should say. All-time high for URA is way higher. Let me get rid of that for you, just so you can see a little better. This is URA, uranium mining stocks on the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, we have broken through that 33.70 level. Looking good, all right? You can easily see a test higher over the longer term. We've been as high as about 133. So you can see from that high and that low, we're not even in the normal expected zag zone, okay? So you can expect it to at least come up to here at some point, okay? So that's somewhere between 55 and 85, and you'll be finding some resistance there, I would imagine. On the weekly, we're starting to get into overvalued. On the daily, as I just did show you though, already been extremely overvalued, overbought. I could expect a retest of this level here at $33.60, $33.70 sometime soon. If I show you on the 4 hour, yeah, see on the 4 hour, it looks like we're finding the momentum is waning. What am I talking about? You have some potential bearish divergence where you're getting higher highs, but you've already seen this is where you peaked here. This is where you have to go, oh, okay, I don't think we're gonna keep heading onwards and upwards from here. We're going to have a little bit of a pause. And that's where you have a higher high but a lower high on the relative strength index. So in my humble non-financial advice opinion, I think we take a slight pause here on uranium very soon. Okay, does that mean individual mining stocks are all going to go down? Not necessarily. You might have one that pops off more than others. But in general, I don't think, at least on the 4 hour time frame, I don't think we break there. I think we have a little bit of a dip first. So I do think from around about here, anywhere up to 36, 80, 37 US dollars, a little maybe a spike to there, or from anywhere from here to here, I think we find a little bit of downward movement in the next couple of days at least. That's my humble non-financial advice opinion. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah. But speaking of buying precious metals, you should be buying from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Why? Best bullion dealer, all of Australia. You know it, I know it. Free shipping when you have 20 or more items in your shopping cart. They do a special of the week. What is the special of the week? I think it's been the same special for a while. So for example, if you want, yeah, they've still got them on. If you wanted to buy, yeah, as long as they're in stock, you can buy 2024 Silver Pandas. Yeah, they're still in stock as well. for $2 off per coin. That's been the special. That's actually been running for a couple of weeks. There'll be a new special soon, I imagine. So you can buy those. Now, pandas are expensive in the first place. So I don't know where you'd be able to find a panda cheaper other than at here at Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, but they're also an extra $2 off per coin. As well, and if you just want one panda, because you're like, I want to collect the set, okay? I just want one, or I want two, one for me, one for a gift, and then, but you still want free shipping, okay? You're going to have to pay shipping on a couple of coins, but all you need to do is add a total of 20 items in your shopping cart, and then you get the free shipping option. That's free, okay? So you've got more silver in your hands, plus you've got free shipping. There's no other bullion dealer in Australia that even dares offer you free shipping over any amount whatsoever. $1 million, you'll still pay shipping. $10 million, you'll still pay shipping. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, they are the best. Mastering the markets, these guys are the best. If you want to learn to be a better investor, I just can't, look, they're sponsoring the show, okay? So take everything I say with a grain of salt. They are sponsoring the show. I just got to tell you, as I said, I haven't even started one of their courses, which I'm planning on doing. Okay, I'm planning on starting the year-long comprehensive course, which starts in July. Okay, so that's their next intake. I'm planning on doing that. I've learned so much already just being a part of their community, a part of their academy. Okay, but they do have the 12-month year-long comprehensive course. If you want to learn to be like a full-on trader and like potentially, retire from whatever job you're doing and all that kind of stuff and just be a full-on trader, do their year-long course, okay? Or if you just want to be a better investor, you just want to learn about the foundations of Dow theory principles, technical analysis, and all that stuff, do the 10-week course, okay? It'll be over like that, and you'll have gained a bunch of knowledge. Or if you're like, I don't want to do a course, that's not for me, okay, fine. I've already learned so much from literally being part of the Mastering the Markets Academy. Okay, you can join for free. They do post some free stuff, but really the secret sauce, right? The alpha. Sorry, I hate using those kind of moon boy kind of terms, but it's just in my head. It's being part of the Mastering the Markets paid subscription academy thing. It's a monthly subscription that you pay. I'll put a link below to sign up for that. I don't receive any back end deals or anything from that. Okay, I'm just use the link, and you can sign up. You've got the educator calls. You've got 5 or 6 educators on there posting multiple videos per week. Okay, like ASX Trader. I'm still getting through his most recent Sunday market scan. What was he talking about? I always like to give you a little bit of a back end view. He's talking about PLS, Pilbara Minerals. And goes through all the sectors, what's looking good, what's not looking so good, where's the best surf, to get into. So there's that, and the live trading floor. The live trading floor is going to actually live right now. I think one of the educators, maybe ASX Trader or Craig Tapping, is going to jump into the live trading floor in the next half an hour, something like that. And hey guys, what are we looking at today? Oh, here's something I'm going to buy right now. They look for setups to buy straight away. It's just and all the member charts I post there sometimes, and I don't post these things anywhere else as well. So I post my own stuff there, and anyone who's a member can post their own little charts and go, hey, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that, what do you guys think? And we all pile in and go, oh yeah, maybe not this one because of this. It's just a community of like-minded people who really know their stuff. And you also have the current students of the year-long comprehensive program of the 10-week foundational course. They're also posting what their own opinions on stuff from what they're currently learning. I can't tell you how good this is. Mastering the Markets Academy. academy.masteringthemarkets.com. Put a link below. Cool. Let's do some... Hello, funky people. Let's do some more comments, then we'll get into Bitcoin, crypto, etc. Yes, please. Knackers O'Reilly, hit the like button. That does help me. I'll go all the way back. Let's see. Van, good to see you, my friend. GMS. Charlie managed to kick the ball. Charlie did manage to kick the ball. He did. Knackers, as we said. Niels Han Dynasty, good to see. One Belt and Road Initiative was signed by South Africa. In 2013, that's when platinum manipulation started. Morning, Joe. Hope you're feeling better. Well, yeah. I went to a wedding on Sunday, and I sound to feel a little bit better, but I got to tell you, I'm at a wedding. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker, but boy, did I do that on Sunday. I was also on antibiotics, and I also ate whatever I wanted, and I just asked because they're not like rolling out like, here, Joe, here's a giant T-bone steak just for you. So there was, it was a wedding. It was a beautiful wedding, lovely couple. But there was pizza and gelato and this and that. So it's funny though. I feel worse today than I do yesterday. So yesterday on Monday was the day that we woke up for the hangover. But I'd sculled like this homemade. I'll do this. I won't do the other action. I sculled like 1 liter homemade electrolyte drink that I took with me. And then I woke up in the morning, I'm like, I feel kind of good. Had a coffee, I'm like, good. It's actually the next day today, I feel like I'm a bit seedy. But thank you, I sound better. G'day, Jai, good to see you, friend. Clean Air Metals, yeah. Yes, hit the like button. Republica Cuban. Hello, I bought into Platinum when the price was $730. Congratulations, man. And I plan to hold until it hits $2,000. Great. I love, and this is great because Republic Cuban. Oh, now I get it. Republic Cuban. I like that name. You have a plan. What a great plan. And you'll stick with your plan as well. That's brilliant. Everybody, here's a lesson for everyone. Have a plan, but also stick with it at the same time. So as long as you stick with that, no problem. What will probably happen, I presume, is when it starts getting to about $2,000 US, Republic Cuban and probably others will go, oh, my plan was 2,000, but we're so close to the all-time high. We could, and everyone will be calling new all-time highs for Platinum. Stick to your plan, take some profits, and then maybe ride a little bit more, and then the rest is gravy. Chris King would love to know what you think of XLM. Okay, we'll probably take a quick look. Is eToro similar to Moomoo? I think so, but Moomoo's, I don't know much about eToro. I think Moomoo's trade fees are better. Platinum to the moon, he says. Fair enough. Yeah, well done. Well done, Republic Cuban. I love that name. Well done on getting $730 Platinum. That's really good, man. Let's see. Cool. We'll do the other stuff now. Let's take a look at crypto. Someone mentioned a couple of things. Yep, you don't want to see that. That's not the one I wanted you to see. Not that it really matters for that one either. Whatever. Let's see. Let's go back. Where are we? Oh, what is the price of that doing? Give me 1 sec. Have we? Do I need to 181? Where are we? Looking at a little bit of crypto here. Oh, okay. So, excuse me. There's something that I'm thinking about trading, but I haven't done it yet. Oh, okay. That's algo. Interesting. Anyway, let's go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, okay. Taking maybe a slight little pause here now. Cool, let me show you. That's the Bitstamp exchange price, and that's the one I wanted to see. Cool. Let's do Bitcoin and crypto. Take a look at Bitcoin first and then go through a few others that I mentioned on x.com/thejoemain. If you have any chart requests right now, quickly tell me. I may have time for them. Here is Bitcoin on the daily time frame, USD. We're back over $110,000. Is Bitcoin back? Looks like it might be, okay? Looking good. That's what we needed to see. Look, basically, you go where the data is. That's the short answer. You go where the data is. So while we were below here, while we were below there, and I did say it at $107,600, remember that? $107,600. While we were below this area right there, because that's the zag zone, it was great to see it bottom here. Fantastic, but we had to get through right there. And then we did that overnight, basically. We got through 106,000. So short answer is Bitcoin is looking bullish. Okay. At the moment, while we're above that $107,600 kind of area. So Bitcoin's looking bullish. Okay. Looks like we might make a play for a new all-time high. Couple of things you need to be aware of, though. we do still have a little bit of potential bearish divergence playing out. But again, you can have some higher prices while this starts to creep up and up. So that's fine. You could go up to like 120, 130, probably even 140,000, maybe not 140, up to like 120, 130. And this is creeping higher and higher. What you've just got to watch out for, and again, does it really matter? You're getting some higher prices, maybe you're making some profit. But if you're expecting for it to head to 150, 200,000 straight away, I wouldn't be doing that. Okay, because you can make some higher prices. Show you. This is great to see. I'm just giving you a little word of caution. You can come up to 120, whatever that is, right? Up to there. If this doesn't break there, then you've got higher highs and flattening outs or lowering, okay? And on the daily time frame, that's a big bearish divergence, okay? So that's the only thing you need to watch out for. But yeah, at the moment, looking like we're expecting some higher prices for Bitcoin. That's great to see. On the 4 hour, we're only extremely overvalued on the 4 hour, okay? On the 30 minute, expect some lower prices today. Slightly lower prices today. So we're not going to hold that 110 today. We're probably going to come back down. And what's the zone that we need to hold in order to say onwards and upwards from here? It is between roughly here and here. This is on the half-hour time frame. Okay, so I need to see Bitcoin hold this area right there. That's it. That's all you need to know. Hold there. So hold anywhere between 108,700 and 107,400. Okay, bounce off there, no problem. Anywhere into there, no problem. Anywhere into there, no problem. You break back below here, like why? Why would that be doing that? Cool. That's it. Bitcoin looking great. Weekly time frame. Let me show you the larger picture. Your Bitcoin on the weekly. Again, see potential, only potential. Bearish divergence. Still, that does still mean, as I said, on the weekly, that means the price can still go higher. Sure, it can go much higher. But again, you've just got to watch out for, higher prices, and then this thing flattens out or even posts lower. Okay, that's all. You need to see this go up to pick a point, and that needs to start posting higher high. So what you want to see is a higher high and a higher high. Then you go, oh, okay, cool. Looks like we can go up even further. But once you start seeing this bearish divergence start playing out, or start really setting in, I should say, then you go think, are we at a top now? Okay, so just watch out for that. So far, we're not at a top yet for Bitcoin. No, I don't think so. It looks like we're going to see some higher prices on the monthly time frame. Now, look, the monthly looks interesting. The monthly looking good. Again, higher prices can come. I have been telling you guys for a long time, and I will keep saying it. Watch out for this purple trend channel, and watch out for the bottom end of it to have major resistance on the way up for Bitcoin. This is the old school trend channel from 2013, goes all the way down. I've got the March 2020 low as the bottom end right here. So far, it's been lining up quite well with the price action there. Okay, so this is my level. Other people may choose to put it somewhere different. Some people choose to put it there. I just don't think that lines up as well. Personally, I like it right there. Cool. So watch that for resistance. So what I'm talking about is right here. You can creep higher and higher. Look how we had a brief dalliance with it, but then it became resistance. It became exact resistance again. You just got to watch out for there. If you can clear through there, oh man, then that's really good, okay? I'm expecting that to be resistance once again. Again, pick a point. I don't know when it is. Is that in, and I'm not saying it's going to these prices, but look, if some people believe, 4-year cycle, end of 2025, that's like your 200. I'm not saying it's going there, but that's going to be an area, again, of resistance. Wherever it gets to, you will find that resistance there. If you did something like this, which I don't think will happen, if you do this, that, and that bounces off, that is absolute, then you're in the old school trend channel. Okay, then you're talking, okay, it looks like we're going to over a longer period of time, okay? Over a longer period of time, okay? But then you're in that trend channel again. That's a big area to watch out for, the bottom end here, okay? Right there. Pick a point. Anyway, that is Bitcoin. I'm expecting some higher prices for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at others. Others is the altcoin market minus the top 10. At the moment, we're looking all right. Let's see. U is at $256 billion. We just found resistance here, potential double top there. As long as we hold 255 billion, okay, looks like we might make a play higher. On the 4 hour, let me get rid of all this crap here. All of that junk. Yeah, that's better. At the moment, looking like we might be moving higher, getting into extremely overvalued, but we're not there yet on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, we're already extremely overvalued or overbought now on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we're starting to get into there as well. It could tick over here for a little bit. Remain above that 255, 254, and that's okay. Come back, test a support and onwards and upwards. So looking good at the moment. I mean, looking fine. I think a possible slightly higher move for altcoins might be the case. Bitcoin dominance. Now, here's the case for that. Bitcoin dominance. Oh, it's having a bit of a tank. That's a good news. That's good news for your altcoin holdings or getting back into altcoins. I am not in altcoins in any way, shape, or form at the moment. I did a little mini trade last night and made like a tiny little bit, but I got out because I couldn't stay up watching the market and going, oh my God, I can't stay up for another hour to see whether I put my stop loss a little bit higher or whatever. I just took the profits, and then I woke up and there were slightly higher prices. I'm like, well, I might just get back in again. This would be a really good sign, breaking back below 64.5%. You break back down below there, that's altcoins will go boop, like that for a little bit. Cool. And they've already been popping just recently. So let's take a look at a few. I did mention TOSHI. I mentioned Hype. I mentioned TOSHI, Hype, GMX. Now, I'll give you a little hint about this one. And I did mention ZBCN. Okay, I'll try and do this in 10 minutes. And someone also mentioned XLM. So let's take a quick look there. XLM, someone was wondering on the chat, has it bottomed? Okay, here's Stellar Lumens. XLM. Maybe. Can't say until at least we get out of. Let me get rid of you for now. No, I'll keep you, but I'll hide you. Let's see. For Stellar Lumens, I need it to cross back through. I need it to cross back through here. So I can't say it's out of the woods yet. But look, if everything else is going to go up, this will go up too. You need to get up through here, and then we'll talk much higher prices. If you can break through 46, 47 US cents for Stellar Lumens, then yeah, you might be looking great. Cool. Has it bottomed though? Anything saying that we may have bottomed? That's a potential hidden bullish divergence. Okay, because then you've got a flattening out, and then you've got a lower low. So there's some potential hidden bullish divergence. So that's actually a possibility, and that's convergence right there. So yeah, watch out for that. I just do think we'll probably have a test. If we go higher, watch out for, the test here of that area. So from here, that's about a 30% move. Watch out for, resistance somewhere between that 36.5 to 46.5 cent US mark. But have we bottomed? Can't say for sure. But yeah, potential hidden bullish divergence there, which is good for the price, but it's just potential at this stage. So I did mention TOSHI. Let's take a look. Here is TOSHI on the daily time frame, priced in USD, the meme coin of base chain. One of my favorite communities. They're very active. Okay, really, really active. Good to see we're at that 6 cent mark. So we've come up to test it again, and we found exact resistance. Now we just need to break through. Okay, that's all you need. Really, all you need to know for Toshi. Break through there. That holds, and then you do something like that. Oh yeah, then we're looking really good. Okay, we're just at a crucial point. Crucial. Okay, right at that massive resistance level on the 30-minute time frame, because I've been looking at these for the others. 30 minutes, you've got slight potential bearish because higher high, lower high, and it hasn't broken it yet. Okay, so you would need to sort of break there at least. So I would watch out from here. I would not be buying Toshi for the first time right here. You'd be waiting to see whether it cracks through or whether we have a bit of a dip. My feeling is we have a bit of a dip. Could be wrong. I'm just seeing that as potential bearish divergence. Could be wrong. On the hour, how are we looking? Hour time frame, similar thing. See, higher high, lower high. On the 4 hour. 4 hours a little bit different. Okay. Yeah, 4 hour, you're not butting up against anything. So that's the case where you could say, okay, no, we're just heading onwards and upwards from here on the longer term, on the larger time frames. Okay, yeah, so I could be wrong on that bearish divergence on the shorter term timeframes. That could have been playing out already. So yeah, we just need to see the next major area crack through that point 0007, and then you're looking really good for much higher prices. That also butts up against that uptrend line right about there. See that? So what's point 0007? But you're just, yeah, good to see it back up here. Just got to clear that area and hold a support. That's Toshi. I did mention hype. So let's take a quick look at hype, because it's one of the ones that is very strong relatively against Bitcoin. Okay, so here is hype, Hyperliquid, US dollars, $38.60 US cents. We're nearly breaking all-time highs again. Wow, that's amazing, hey? That is amazing. I will caution you, once again, potential bearish divergence. Doesn't mean it plays out, but look, we've been extremely overvalued here. Okay, and then even if we start making higher highs, which is good, okay, that's good. You've just got to watch out for not cracking through there. So at some point, you might find, higher high, lower high in the relative strength index, and then that ticks over. But there is room to move to make new all-time highs. Okay, where could you say a potential new all-time high would be? So we'll take it from here and here. Excuse me, right there. Take it from here and here. And a potential new all-time high is at around about 61 US dollars. I'm not saying it's going there. I'm just saying watch out for there, because it's the 0.618 Fibonacci, which is a very, very well-known Fibonacci extension level that some people might want to take profits at after getting into price discovery. So yeah, so from that high and that low, 61. That's about it for hype. Okay, now I did mention a new one. Ooh, this is one called GMX. I don't even know what it does. Now, it's not even new. Okay, I don't know what the fundamentals are. No idea. Have I been in this previously? Actually, probably have. This goes all the way back to 2022, so I was probably talking about it at some point. This is on the monthly time frame using the Binance exchange price. Okay, why am I mentioning this? Let me tell you, because, and again, this is a plug for Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com, because someone mentioned it just in the members charts, and they mentioned it. AUN, what's that? So that's 2 days ago. Where was it? Was it in members charts, or was it somewhere else? Bitcoin, how much further down? Expanded algo, TSO. Oh, that's my gold to silver ratio, my platinum to silver ratio one. Where is it? GMX. Actually, I'll just do a little search. There we go. GMX. GMX search bot. There we go. Right there. Okay, so this crypto, I don't know, May 4th. There we go, right here. So this was in the MTM interns section. So these are guys who did the 12-month course last year. They finished it this year. Okay, and now they're interns with Mastering the Markets. So he starts talking about GMX, and this is the only reason I took a look at this. Okay, the only reason. and he mentioned the chart. So he's gone through the whole Mastering the Markets 12-month course, okay, and has said, hey, I think I've found a potential opportunity here. GMX. All right, don't know. I don't know what it even does, okay? I don't care about the fundamentals. I'm looking at it from a technical standpoint. So here's GMX, and like Sam said, it's potentially coming out of an ascending triangle pattern, okay? And he likes it in relation to other crypto, okay? And also likes it in relation to the Bitcoin price, because obviously if the altcoin you're in is not outperforming Bitcoin itself, then what's the point in being in it? Give me one sec. Let's see. So potential like ascending triangle right there. Looks like it might be breaking out. We're right at the top end right there. It's around about $17.30 US cents. We might just be making a play for it right now. Okay, this could be the time. Okay, this looks like it might be breaking out as we're speaking about it. And if I show it to you on the Bitcoin price, not just not out of the woods on the Bitcoin price, I'd say. We need to see it. Yesterday it did have a little bit of a breakout. We just need to see it close above about 164. Then you can say, okay, this is confirming it's breaking out versus Bitcoin. What's the point in being in it unless it's breaking out versus Bitcoin? So it's outperforming Bitcoin. And then the dollar version, the nasty fiat dollar version, is also breaking out. So that's good. So watch out for GMX. Listed on Binance. You can also do it on other exchanges. If we did some quick Fibonacci, where are the kind of levels we'd be potentially looking at? The next major one would be here. Okay, so if you're wanting to take a trade, yeah, I would. We're kind of in the battle zone here, so you'd kind of be wanting to potentially wait. If you wanted to, you could wait until it gets out of sort of $19. You're going to find some resistance here. Okay, so if you're the type of person that doesn't want to join the army while you're in a period of war, okay, then you'd want to wait until it clears around about $19.75, because that's some area of trapped money right there. So if you start pushing up through the 0.618, so we're in that zone right now. Again, from this high and this low, we're in that zone. Starts pushing up through there. You're like, oh, okay, now the battle's over, and now we're in a little bit of period of peace. That's when I join the army. That's when I get in. Do you join on the breakout right now and ride it to there, or do you wait till the war is over? Okay. Right there. Do you take that trade? This could be a short-term 15% move. 15% in crypto. That's like half an hour. We're all spoiled with crypto. But yeah, watch for that area there. I think, though, if we take a look on the larger time frame, from there and there, that's your larger one. Okay, so let me get rid of all that. Again, I'm sure I just learned about GMX last night, okay, from that amazing post from Sam on the Academy, Mastering the Markets Academy, right here. So then you would say the expected support range is somewhere between here and here. So if you can break through that $19.75 level, don't text me at this time, don't you know I'm doing a show, then you could expect a move up to the next major level. And it's around about a 37 to nothing, 37 to 85% move. Cool. So GMX out of other crypto, it looks very interesting, and that's why Sam would have seen it, because he's seeing this ascending triangle thing happen right there, seeing it break out right now. Could be on a winner. I just need to see it break out properly against its Bitcoin pairing. But that's GMX. Okay. I mentioned TOSHI, Hype, GMX, ZBCN. Okay, I want to go back to my ZBCN people. And I will ask the question one more time. Did you take profits on ZBCN? Have you taken any profits yet? Now, some of you have. Good. We broke out of that 0.002 area. We came up to here. I won't bore you with all the stuff. I know I've been saying it for a while. I said, watch out for the bearish divergence. I was wrong in my top. I thought we'd top it around about the previous all-time high. I was trying to do little like fancy Fibonacci forward projecting of a high. Totally wrong. But when we got up to here at that 0.0007 area, I said, oh yeah, nah. Oh yeah, nah. A very Aussie thing. Yeah, nah. Higher high, lower high. I've already got it drawn in. Lower high on the relative strength index. That's bearish divergence. We're going to see some lower prices. We came up, double top, lower high. I said, oh yeah, no, we're really going to see some lower prices. And I said, watch out for, in between this zone here, anywhere between 0.0047 and 0.0032. Okay. We have seen some lower prices since then. And I did say, look, take some profits along the way. If you're 400% up and you haven't taken any profits, or you haven't at least recouped your initial investment, what the hell are you doing in crypto? Right? I'm good. This is me giving me my own lesson here. What the hell are you doing, Joe? Not taking profits, or at least recouping initial investment after 400% move? Okay, you have to do that. Okay. Might you miss some gains? Sure. But you're not going broke, right? Never go broke taking profits, or at least recouping your initial, right? So far, we are holding for ZBCN. Good to see. Good on ZBEC network. Many people are very bullish on this on the longer term, and more power to them. We just need to hold that 0.004, I'm sorry. And if you can hold that, that's a nice little bounce. Good to see. Definitely don't break through 0.0032-ish. That also coincides perfectly with the previous, all-time high up here. So if you're breaking through there, that's a really big no-no, okay? Because then you ask the question, why the hell are we breaking through previous all-time high? Why aren't the buyers stepping in here? They should be stepping in here. They should be stepping in anywhere in here. If they're not stepping in anywhere in here, that's bad news bears, okay? You got to wonder, why aren't they doing that? So I would be out, okay? I'd be taking, if you've taken some profits or recouped your initial investment on ZBCN and you're waiting to see what happens, maybe it rockets higher, sure. If it breaks there, out, completely get out straight away, because they're not buying back here at previous all-time high, at previous major resistance. Why aren't they buying there, okay? You would be out like anything, okay? So just bear that in mind. Cool. If you bought down here, hey, you're still in profit. Great. Even if you bought for the first time up here and it's getting down to here and it's breaking through here, sorry, you're probably going to have to cut your losses. Cool. Anyway, short answer is, I don't know where ZBCN is going to go. If crypto is going to have a great run, ZBCN will go with it. I just need to see, what do I need to see in order? Sorry, let me get rid of all that. What do I need to see in order to say it's going to rocket onwards and upwards from here? You take it from this high and this low, double top. That was a double top. This high and this low, and then you need to get through the golden pocket area. You need to get through this zone right here. So it needs to clear whatever that is, 0.006, clear 0.006, and I'll say a new all-time high is coming for ZBCN. Cool. All this crypto talk has me really thinking about getting back into crypto, okay? I will be doing so. And if you're considering doing so, okay, if you're considering getting into crypto, back into it, and you don't want to do it yourself, or if you have friends and family that are now seeing Bitcoin go to $110,000 and they're like, oh, hey, Dave, you've been talking about Bitcoin for years and I never got in. I want to get into crypto now. How do I do it? Do you want to tell them about wallets and this and Binance and share and how you're going to teach them how to use centralized exchanges? Are you going to teach them about DeFi? Do you have the time to do it? Probably not. Get them to go to Stormrake, stormrake.com. They're Australian owned, operated and run full service cryptocurrency brokerage. I'm going to be speaking to Bishop. That's him right there. Bishop from Stormrake. On Thursday, we're going to be talking about his very bullish feelings on Bitcoin in the next coming months. Okay, he's talking like much higher. We'll talk to him, but they're a full service cryptocurrency broker. What does that mean? Full service means they do it all for you. You just send them an email, give them a phone call, and say, you have to set up your account and all that stuff. And I'll give you a really hot tip in a second. Don't just go and set up an account now, because you get some perks by setting up through me. You just set up your account and then you go, okay, give them a call, send them an email and go, I want $10,000 of Bitcoin. I want to buy this, that, and the other. They've got a bunch of altcoins as well. Of course, a big growing list of them. They do it all for you. They find the best prices. Okay, number one. Okay, it's a very tailored service. Okay, they offer end to end, and this is the thing, they do it all for you from go to woe. So they can put it in cold storage for you, they can put it on a hardware wallet for you, they can handle all this stuff, or they can even just send it to your nominated wallet. So you don't have to have them hold it. You can have self-custody, but they buy the stuff for you and get the best prices. Okay, now, do they charge a fee? Yes, of course, because they're a brokerage. Like when you call your stockbroker back in the 80s and 90s and you said, buy blah, 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 buy BHP, right? They take a small percentage, they add a little small percentage fee. However, when you sign up through me, sign up your account through me, you get 33% off those fees. Okay, I'll show you that in just a second. So you do get the best price. Buy, sell, and swap crypto with access to the best available pricing. No hidden fees, no surprises. Okay, this is just amazing, all right? They work with a wide network of partners to give you the best service and opportunities in the market. Okay, this is my brand new sponsor. Okay, yes, if you want them to do it for you, okay, they do provide secure, robust digital asset custody using cold storage, meticulous operational protocols. They've been around for a while now. They're also getting big into the US market too, so they're just growing and growing. Stormrake, stormrake.com, a lot of 5-star Google reviews, etc. Now, if you click that open account button, you could do that, but then you'll be paying 3% brokerage fees. If you want, go and open a brokerage account with stormrake.com. You should be doing it anyway. Use that link. Go to stormrake.com and find their open an account or create an account. Sure, you'll be paying 3% brokerage fees, which is the standard. Okay. However, if you sign up through my little thing here, it's a link. I'll put a link below to it. You get 2% brokerage fees lifetime. So it's a lifetime 33% off the brokerage fees. Send this to your friends and family. If you're thinking about doing it yourself, you're like, I don't want to do this Bitcoin thing anymore. I don't want to handle all the exchanges and all that. Get them to do it for you. 2%. Okay, that's actually the same as doing part of it yourself with like those other companies that well, I can mention other names, CoinSpot or this or that. They charge 2%. Okay, Coinbase, they charge 2%. Okay, but you still have to do some of it yourself. Here's the thing, you just give Stormrake a call and they do it all for you and you're still only paying 2%. Why? Because you're using the link that I'm providing. So if you just go to bit.ly/GMS Stormrake, or I'll put a link below in the info section of the YouTube page as part of the pinned comment. I'll put it in the replies somewhere on X as well. Lifetime 33% off. So get it for 2% brokerage fees. Anyway, that's Stormrake, stormrake.com. My new partner, I'll be talking to Bisha from Stormrake on Thursday. Final comments and then we shall get out of here. And let me just check what the Moo platform has done. Oh, okay. We have gapped up a little bit. You can't see what I'm looking at. Oh, hello. I've had a little bit of a nice jump in the old port. Okay, that's good. Wow. Okay, let's take it. I wish I could show you my thing, but I can't show you my thing because then you'll see all my things and I don't want you to see my thing. 27. So ARD has jumped up a point. Okay. We gapped up to 29. You won't be able to see it. I'll show you the delayed one. What did USL do? Deep yellow. Okay. Is at, okay, not a huge move. Sibanye Stillwater. Okay. Got out of that one. Sorry, you're not looking at anything that you really want to say. Chalice Mining is up as well. So let me share the screen very quickly. Go back to the gold panel. And I'll get some comments and then we'll get out of here. Just out of interest. Yeah, you won't be able to see this. Oh, actually, no, you will. ARD. Okay, so we gapped up. ARD, this is the silver miner ARD, Argent Minerals. We gapped up to 2.9 cents. So from 2.6 to 2.9, we're back to about 2.7 on the live chart. Right now, USL gapped up. So it opened higher at 31.5 cents and we're currently at about 29.5 cents. So having a little bit of a gap up. Good to see. My portfolio is up a little bit. And Zim. Here we go. Oh, this is Zimplats on the Australian Stock Exchange. So this is the platinum miner, basically the platinum miner in Australia that you want to buy. We gapped up. We opened, it was 15. We gapped up a couple of bucks. So we've gone up to $17.75. And I can't show you, but I'll tell you what the live price is right now. Where are we? Okay, so Zimplat's Zim is, so gapped up to about $17.75. It's currently hovering at about $16.50. Cool, so that's around about, so we've gapped up to there and we're currently hovering around about $16.50. Good, interesting. Okay, we've gone into extremely overvalued on the 4-hour time frame for Zim. On the daily time frame, we're getting into overbought, so I will be expecting some kind of move back down. But look at that gap, that's really nice. Cool. All right, that's all the metals and the crypto and all that. Let's do some final comments and we shall get out of here for the day. It's been a long one. I feel like these lives are going to be longer because we do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and in between those days, 5 days a week, you get my pre-recorded videos as well. Well, I'll do some sort of some smaller micro versions of, let's take a look at gold, silver, platinum. I'll do a Bitcoin specific video. I'll do a precious metal specific video, and anything else that comes along as well. Tell me what you want to see with my channel. Are you liking this new kind of format? I love this little thing here, this little TV screen thing. I think that's working well. My live show views after I do the show are now creeping up now as well. So I think it's to do with the thumbnail. The algorithm likes this kind of setup, so that's good. Tell me what you want to see from me. No, I won't go naked again. Yeah, Nakazara says, just do Joe's weekly course. It is kind of like you're imbibing stuff from me and I'm imbibing stuff from them, and yeah, we're all learning together, aren't we, really? Howdy, Joe, says Gerald. G'day, mate. Let's see. XRP slowly crawling back up. You could be right. My big play on crypto is Tron. Ooh, and Shiba. Eno, you could be right. You could be right. I'm not going to share the screen, but let me have a quick look. I don't think I even have Tron. Is that from a fundamental perspective, Republic Cuban? Tron. I'm not going to share the screen. It's looking a little toppy. Looking a little... I wouldn't say... It's not like something like GMX, which like Tron's like getting up there at the moment. But, and you said SHIB. Oh, what's good old SHIB doing? SHIB, it's been a while. I don't think I even have it listed in my things. Oh, okay, SHIB. Oh, yeah. Again, you guys can't see the screen. I don't think I'll share the screen. SHIB, that one could be one I would need to talk about if meme coins are going to continue. Okay, maybe. Back to here. Holding SHIB, but it's been disappointing at the moment. Yeah, I'm surprised Flare isn't doing better. Yeah, we talked about Flare, didn't we? Holding SHIB for the long run, you have 20 million. Wow. See you later. See you later, Mark Florida. Bye, mother. Bye, MF. What ZBEC, but stacking reward is 20%. It will, yeah. But the stacking reward is 20%. It will drive in the price. Oh, you're having a go at someone, eh? Are you having a little bit of a dig? Yeah, I never think that. I used to believe, and I no longer believe, that the whole stacking rewards thing keeps the price up. I think people think it does, but then when the price gets to a certain level, people always take profits. Always, always, always. It doesn't matter if they're getting 30, 40%, 20% stacking rewards. I mean, I learned that lesson with VRA, which has actually had a recent veracity, if you guys remember that back from the 2020 kind of cycle. You're getting like a real high APY percentage, and you stack it on their native platform and you get more VRA. Yeah, the price goes where the price goes. I sold off 17% of ZBEC for profits and redistributed plus a little set aside. Brilliant move, man. Lovely. And you're nibbling some back. Fair enough. Yes, someone said the pump has just started. Ooh. Oh, cool story. I see what you're saying. Yes, it is a payroll system on the blockchain. Yes, correct. I'm sad movement was halted. I'm sad movement was halted the trading while Metaplanet was still $6. Totally missed that. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's I might have to check that out. Looking forward to the Stormrake chat. Yeah, Bisha is bullish. Bisha, that's going to be the title of my video. Bisha is bullish. He's had this a million times. Bisha is bullish on Bitcoin. There we go. That'll be the title. Thanks for everything all you do. Oh, thanks for everything all you do. I appreciate it. No problem. I got 5 million SHIB worth $100 only. I'll tell you my SHIB story. This is my SHIB story. Classic SHIB story. I bought $20 worth of SHIB when it was not even on some of the. It was in DeFi only, and I saw it. I bought $20 worth. It went to $7,000, and I went, I'm so cool. I'm like right. I'm like this. I sold it, and then that was its first run. And then shit, I could have had. I mean, coulda, shoulda, woulda. But yeah, I bought like basement bargain, like $20 worth. It was like billions and billions and billions of SHIB for $20, and then it went through the roof. Took the profits, but then it went like much higher. Depends on supply and demand. Zebek has used by taking. Yep, fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, you have watched Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, live on X and on YouTube. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family on YouTube. Hit the follow button on X. 1,710 subscribers on YouTube, 3,600 and something followers on X. Join me and the GMS family. Also join us for the final synchronized slurp if you're just joining the channel. You just missed an hour and 20 minutes of total awesomeness. You get it on a Tuesday, you get it live on a Thursday, and you get all my in-between videos 5 days per week. Because we stack silver, we stack Satoshis, we stack skills, we stack societies, communities, knowledge. We stack this wonderful community here. And the final thing we do is we slurp our beverages and we do dance it out as well. Are you ready to do it? I'm ready to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your tasty beverages because you have watched.
Good morning, Stack. Oh yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stack. It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do the
Synchronized slurp.
3, 2, 1, go. Slurp it. Good chats, people. Stay safe, stay informed. Keep stacking whatever you're stacking. You'll get some videos tomorrow, and you'll go live with me on Thursday as well. Like, share, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. See you next time.